Are you wondering where all the inflammation is occurring in your body? Maybe you've heard that leaky gut might be causing some of the chronic inflammation that you've been experiencing. My name is Dr. Taranella, and in this video, we're going to look at the truth about leaky gut and its role in chronic inflammation, chronic inflammatory diseases. So if you like this kind of information on health, nutrition, hormones, just trying to grasp a better understanding of what's going on with your health, click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to get more videos like this one. Now for a quick disclaimer. The information contained in this video is for informational purposes only. It is not intended as a treatment for any health condition or as a substitute for seeing an actual doctor or a medical professional. It should be used as an educational guide to deepen your understanding of health and treatment success. If you need medical attention, don't delay in seeking that treatment. All right, let's look at the truth behind leaky gut. The truth about leaky gut is that the conventional evidence for its role in health and disease, broadly speaking, is limited, but it is growing. Despite this limited evidence from conventional medicine, there's lots of empirical research and even clinical research supporting the role of leaky gut in a wide range of health conditions. The most broad-reaching of these conditions is a general term referred to as chronic inflammatory diseases. So this picture here is depicting what happens with leaky gut, the normal tissue over here, and then as inflammation in the digestive tract progresses, what can happen. What I'm going to lay out here in this video is the case for leaky gut being related to other inflammatory diseases outside of the digestive tract. So the basic idea is as follows. Because inflammation occurs through and via the immune system, and because the digestive tract is so closely connected with the immune system, it is this relationship and connection that the scientific research focuses on. So when we're looking to connect leaky gut and digestive issues to other global issues, that's the first place that we usually look, is the immune system directly connected to the digestive tract. But before we look at that research, let's look a little bit more at what is meant by leaky gut. So leaky gut is a simple way to describe a complex process by which the digestive tract barrier is not working the way it should. In this process, there are potentially immune stimulating proteins from inside the digestive tract lumen that can pass unencumbered into the body. These can be microbial proteins or food proteins. And there are many health conditions where there's really no debate about whether or not this happens. These include things like celiac disease, irritable bowel disease like Crohn's and ulcerative colitis, and even IBS. So the debate about leaky gut or increased gut permeability is not a debate about whether or not it happens at all. The question is whether or not it is occurring in things, systemic things in our body that are seemingly unrelated to the digestive tract, but also have an inflammatory component. So this is the process by which that's occurring. There's breakdown of this mucus defense layer, and there are even proteins that hold these cells together. And when there's increased permeability, things can leak through there. There's inflammation, allergy that occur through these immune cells. So there's multiple mechanisms by which leaky gut occurs, but all seem to exploit this tight junction protein that hold the intestinal cells together and prevent penetration of these immune stimulating proteins. So one of the proteins that hold the tight junctions together is called zonulin. And elevated blood levels of zonulin have been associated with many chronic inflammatory diseases, including celiac disease, type 1 diabetes, ankylosing spondylitis, which is an autoimmune type thing, obesity, autism, depression, and even chronic fatigue syndrome. While high zonulin in the blood is only associated with these chronic inflammatory diseases, other studies have confirmed this association with other measurements of leaky gut. Still, there's not a consensus on how to measure leaky gut or increased intestinal permeability. So whether or not we can say this association is an actual causation is still not clear. Given the proximity of the digestive tract to the immune system and the accumulating evidence between leaky gut and chronic inflammatory diseases, it seems likely that there is more than just a casual association here. And also, I'm reminded of the quote by Hippocrates, "All disease starts in the gut." So I think there's accumulating evidence in support of this wise saying. Again, I'm trying to get the point across that leaky gut can affect more than just your digestive tract. Oftentimes it can affect multiple areas of your body, and it's definitely related to a lot of immune inflammatory things, autoimmune disease, et cetera. So I also wanted to point out the fact that I see this kind of thing all the time with autoimmune diseases. And when you treat the digestive tract and try and find out what's triggering the leaky gut, oftentimes chronic inflammatory diseases like autoimmune diseases do get a lot better. So I'll have a link to an article that goes into more depth on these topics and specifically about zonulin. And if you think you might be suffering from some of these things, you can have a blood zonulin test done, and it may help you understand what's going on in your body. So hopefully this gives you a better understanding of the truth about leaky gut in terms of whether or not it could be causing some of your systemic chronic inflammatory issues. If you do have questions about any of this, drop it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your question. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.